Good morning, Pony. This is Stassi here, and if you're wondering why I'm having a hoodie, it's because they were not wrong. It was actually raining today, or it's actually raining right now, because it seems that the whole world is crying that Norse Horse Con is over. Nah, just kidding. But that's actually how the weather is like today. But hopefully I'll actually see another kind of trip to Norse Horse Con, wherever it's going to be next. But yeah, I am actually on my way to this train station right now, and I already checked out from the hotel room just now. So all I am actually doing is actually being on my way to this train station, and also hopefully get back to Copenhagen airport the right way, and also remember which train I'm supposed to go to which, because again, I'm actually quite a newbie when it comes to trains in Denmark. So I've actually been trained, like I said, I've always been taking trains in Sweden, but not in Denmark. So let's see how this goes. So yeah, follow me as we are going through the endgame of Stasinger's, well, time at Norse Horse Con. And here I'm going to test out the Faxi booster version. There is a kind of a drink called Faxi, but this is a booster version, kind of like an energy drink. So I want to see how it tastes. Not bad. It is actually quite, it's quite fading in the taste, but still it's actually pretty good. Almost like an actual Faxi, but with caffeine instead. Greetings, Pony. This is Dawson here, and of course I'm actually here at Copenhagen Airport, as you can actually see, and it's actually pretty nice to actually get something to do while I'm actually there. And of course it's actually been a 4-hour trip, but it was actually worth it, because when I not, I at least got somewhere to sit, so it's a good thing. But there was a problem though. I have to actually switch to another seat because somebody else was actually ordering that kind of seat I was actually sitting. But well, it actually works well. Well, the trade-off is that I actually, let's say I actually got a little bit of cramped together with my traveling bag here. But still, at least I actually arrived, so that's a really good thing. If I didn't arrive, I would actually have been reporting why I didn't actually arrive. So it was actually a bit of a difference between when I arrived at Herning and when I actually departed from Herning. So that's a pretty good thing at least. So hopefully I will actually see you again when I actually reach my next destination. So now it's actually about 3 or 4 hours or so until the next departure, so I actually have free time. So yeah, it's gonna be really nice to get a little bit of a relaxing before the next camp departure. So yeah, I'll see you again. Both Regis Express and Clarion meetings surely are competing against each other who has the best meeting and lounge. And yes, it actually does show itself. Who do you guys think will win? Greetings everybody, this is Stassi here, and I have finally gotten back home where I would actually be. And it has actually been a really long journey, to be honest. And I didn't actually have time to film at the Endgame, because they actually were having a small time frame, because the train was actually delayed because of the customs patrol. I mean, come on, couldn't they actually come up with a customs patrol at the airport instead of the train station or something like it? Because it actually makes better sense than actually doing it on the train station and instead have it at the airport or something like it. That would have made much better sense or so. Well, I guess they actually have a reason to it, but no pony's going to believe in me now when I'm actually having a really good story. There were two men with a wheelchair, where a person is sitting there acting like a baby with mittens and one pacifier in his mouth. I was thinking, what the hey, and I couldn't, seriously, I could not actually help but just laugh inside of me, thinking about what happened to him exactly. Either could it be that his parents actually raised him to actually become a toddler or kid or something like it, or maybe it is some kind of a way for him to actually pretend that he's a baby, or he could possibly have a disability that actually makes him believe that he is a child, or at least a toddler. I don't know, but I don't think that it would actually work if any pony would actually be look at it and be like, yeah, he's not a toddler. But they don't know the story yet, so how are you going to blame them? Because it was actually quite weird, but I've actually seen weirder before, so it's nothing new to me actually. But yeah, it wasn't actually that hectic, but there was several kind of train changes on my way to Emhood. I was actually counting about 2 changes of trains and such. I was thinking to myself, what happened? Is there something wrong with the train or something like it? Nah, I don't know. But well, at least I actually got back home again, and of course it was actually a really big rush to the bus. I was actually thinking that would not actually be stopping, because the train was really late. So late, in fact, I have about 2 minutes or 1 minute time frame to get to the bus. But they were actually kind enough to actually wait for me. I don't know why, but I thought they would actually be going at the time that it is supposed to actually go. But apparently it seems that the driver was actually talking to other drivers too. So they actually bought some time frame for me, so I could actually get to the bus at the right time. But now it's actually time for me to get some rest and hopefully get some really good vacation. And who knows, maybe I would actually see you at NACOM, which is actually this year, and well, 2-3 weeks further or so. So yeah, we will actually see how that would actually be. But until then, I hope you had a really good time watching me or following me on my journey through Norse Horse Con, and I will actually see you the next time, which is NACOM. Peace out, David Pony, and I will see you the next time.